protesting before you join the fight. You rather break the strike. Don't like the condition, so they fight in the election. Before you sympathize, you rather criticize. I tell you, stand up for something or you will die for nothing. Corruption down with road, still you will not vote. Why? Stand up for something or you will die for nothing. Killing going on every day, you have nothing to say. Stand up for something or you will die for nothing. Stand up, stand up. Stand up for something or you will die for nothing. You talking the talk, people walking the walk. You happy as ever to be a fence watcher. Life's a precious thing for you to be within. Stand up and play your part and play it from your heart. I tell you, stand up for something or you will die for nothing. Get up, my friend, your life soon will end. I tell you, stand up for something or you will die for nothing. So your grandchildren too would be proud of you. I tell you, stand up for something or you will die for nothing. Stand up, stand up. Stand up for something or you will die for nothing. You just stay living and doing nothing. As the world over, you just a freeloader. Problems every day, you have nothing to say. You rather run and hide before you take a side. I tell you, stand up for something or you will die for nothing. In your whole lifespan, you never make one stand. Stand up for something or you will die for nothing. People dying every day and you have nothing to say. Stand up for something or you will die for nothing. Stand up, stand up. Stand up for something or you will die for nothing. Workers out striking, black cats protesting. Before you join the fight, you rather break the strike. Don't like the condition, so they fight in the election. Before you sympathize, you rather criticize. I tell you, stand up for something or you will die for nothing. Corruption down with road, still you will not vote. Why? Stand up for something or you will die for nothing. Killing going say, stand up for something or you will die for nothing. Stand up, stand up, stand up for something or you will die for nothing. You talking the talk, people walking the walk. You happy as ever, don't be a fence watcher. Life's a precious thing for you to be wasting. Stand up and play your part, and play it from your heart. I tell you, stand up for something or you will die for nothing. Get up, my friend, your life soon will end. I tell you, stand up for something or you will die for nothing. So your grandchildren too would be proud of you. I tell you, stand up for something or you will die for nothing. Stand up, stand up, stand up for something or you will die for nothing.
Hi, Trinidad and Tobago. So we're back with you, and my two guests are still here, but they're looking to leave me in a little bit.
Take questions?
Yeah, we can take some calls.
Take some calls, man.
Yeah, we had to take some calls. 342-0081, 342-0081, 771-1791, 466-5391. We're taking some calls. All right, let's take this caller. Hello, good morning. Good afternoon, sorry.
Hi, good afternoon, Pastor Google,
Hi, good afternoon, ma'am.
and to the panel there.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Pastor Google, you know this is up my alley, right? Yeah, you see it reached home to us, eh?
Yep.
Right? Yep, it finally reached home to us, and it has been there all the while now. You know, but now, right, we see the true colors. But you and the panel there and all the Africans in this country, I would say, as
You're breaking up, caller.
Okay, are you hearing me?
Better now.
Okay, there are lots of rich Africans in this country.
Lots.
But they stay because they stay behind because the system have a way. Once they know an African have money, they find a way to take that from you, whether it's through tax, whether it's something to you. So what I would like to happen in this country now, right? We need to get ourselves economically viable. It's have a gentleman who does always call there and say money, 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 money. You know, and we just take it for granted, but it is the truth. We need to, that's why everybody just say we have to depend on them. We hungry and we this. I want to know in the financial system why it is we cannot have a bank here of our own. Many times we have tried to get information how we could financial things started in this country. There is our own bank where we could go and get our finances, whether it's for our children, whether it's for business or whatever. Everybody had to tell us that no, we cannot get a loan, no, we cannot get a loan. What is the reason? Right? They always find a way not to give it a loan. They will bring everything that they ask you for, and they will still find a way to make sure that you can't get a loan. It's okay, you have one child too much, or you have one car too much, or something. We need to get ourselves economically viable. Within this year and early next year, we should have our own financial institution. We have the African Credit Union of Trinidad and Tobago, which I think Brother Harvey Boris is right? We need to contact these people. We have Brother David Mohamed and them who have the black directory, right? Which will tell you if you want a black doctor, if you want a black mechanic, if you want a black stationery store. Why it is we not accessing these things? Why it is we not pooling money and marketing these things, right? Than saying, okay, you know, we will go on social media and we will just see what put up, right? What they want us to see. Because the media in this country hasn't helped us now.
All right.
They hasn't helped us. Okay?
Thank you very much.
I'll call in again.
All right.
Yeah.
Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Pastor Google and your guest. I am calling from New York. Do you know that we got cut off for most of the show?
Yeah, the internet in the building. Yeah, the internet in the building.
Is there any way we could have a recording, or you guys could do it over?
No, we'll try our best to do something for you. All right.
Okay.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon, Pastor Google, and I don't know who is in there with you.
Dame Francois. Dame Francois and
right.
Pastor Mackenzie.
Francois. Right. I heard a little piece of the discussion, and I like intelligent discussion. And that drove me to make a call. When you talk about what our people have done in this country, our contribution in this country, our learning and teaching in this country, so you wouldn't law school. So Arthur Mark Shine, Dr. Warner, Sir George Allen, they have a building on them right now on Gordon Street, Warner Street. So Arthur Lewis, the Dagger Hall, we have given in this country everything that the Indians have learned in this country. We have given it to them. We teach them everything.
Yes, that is true.
Druggists today, we don't have you could walk around and tell me how many African druggists you see, how many African owned drugstore. We own all the, we said we were all the druggists in the country. Our people, we teach them. So when I hear, you see what happened to us, if you go back into the African history, you'll see something. Go back into the African history. Where there was a goddess, where there was a god, there was a goddess. Where there was a king, there was a queen. Where there was a queen, there was a prince, there was a princess. We were always equal. You understand? Male and female were always equal. What happened to us? Somewhere along the road, we move away, you understand, from that teaching. Because if you were a doctor, your son would be a doctor. Your daughter would be a doctor or a nurse. You are a teacher. This is African teaching. If you go back, you will see it. Carl Otis Philip, his father was a lawyer. He became a lawyer. He has a daughter who was a lawyer. He had a son who was playing the fool of herd. You know what he did when he came from school? He said after he take a rest, he got a tutor and lock him up in a room. I think he's a lawyer today. You understand? If you look at what happened today, we have at one point in time, our parents start to say, leave the child, let the child do what they want to do. You have to guide the child. If you look at the Indians today, they are doctors, the children are doctors, all are doctors, all of them are pharmacists, all who are teachers, all who are, and what they do, what we...
All right, thank you very much, caller.
Personally, right, I don't know if Dr. Rowley has the will to do it, but he has 5 years.
Caller.
He has 5 years to right that wrong. I'm saying, excuse me, black contractors matter. And the Syrians and the Indians can't continue to be dominating the contracting landscape in Trinidad and Tobago, whether it's Calco or whoever it is. And I am quite willing, ready, and able to cause a national stir, and I know exactly how to go about doing it, to get the attention of the Prime Minister to discuss and look into the disproportionate distribution of contracts. There are black contractors in this country. There was a time when we had all the contracts. When the Indians get in power, they make sure that people get the contracts. The Syrians always getting everything. All right, what about the young black contractors? And I will address it, and I'll make a national story. I know to do it very well. And he has 5 years to straighten that, to right that wrong.
Look down on me, Lord.
Look down on me, Lord.
Look to see what I'm going through.
Oh, excellent, Pastor.
This is Caribbean.
You see, you feel you teach me little thing, you know. No, you really feel you taught you don't know what you're doing now.
No, I have to run, yeah. But Pastor Mackenzie, Pastor Google, I want to leave this thought with Trinidad and Tobago. I said it before. And listen to the last caller who suggested that we taught folks this and that and the other. I do not believe that education is the end all to this problem.
It's part of the solution.
It's part of the solution. You see, wrong diagnosis and wrong cure. I think that's where we are, right? I also believe, Pastor Mackenzie and Pastor Google, that we like to individualize these racist posturings and meanderings, right? So Nyla is a big conversation now. We used to talk about Sat, who gone. right? Right.
You rest in peace.
May he rest wherever he is. You know, but I do not believe that this is an individual issue. This issue is not about a few bad apples. The whole tree is rotten. The tree is bad.
Is there an association of black contractors in Trinidad and Tobago?
Dave,
ABC. I name it already.
Right.
Association of Black Contractors.
I know that Dave,
So that we could form a pressure group.
Certainly. But David Mohammed has been doing a lot of work, and he has been very clear on institutional racism and so on.
Mohammed is not an attorney. I had to get involved in that.
And then so be it, because it's really a pooling together of resources. My difficulty...
Affirmative action.
Yeah, my difficulty, Trinidad and Tobago, is that I am just as complicit as people for doing little or nothing.
What happened to Black
as
Focus?
People?
You see?
You see? It faded into the night.
Good.
But I think people are now worked up and psyched up and motivated as these kind of things continue to unfold.
Yeah.
I want to see, Dave and Pastor Google, I want to see a rebirth of consciousness, because I don't want, it's not that this one good and that one bad and you raise the Indians and lick up this one. I'm talking about a level of fairness, bro.
Right.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Always remember this too. Trinidad has 1.3 million people, right? Roughly equal balance Africans and Indians, get some Africans and Indians. Remember, when we open our black groceries and our black supermarkets and our black gas stations, right, that we need our Indian customers too, and our Indian brethren to come and purchase from us, just like they need us. That's what I'm saying about the size of Trinidad and Tobago. Let the pie be equal. But let's remember, if we allow ourselves to be motivated by anger, to react in the wrong way, the proper reaction to Nyla is not to forgive her. It's not to go on social media and say, oh, they call them cockroaches, well, it's cockroaches too. That is not the proper response. The proper response is for the blacks to come together and let us say, let us do something. Where is the black Ramsaran milk? That is the answer, you know? Where's the black Ramsaran milk? Right? They're doing this for how much years? Right?
70 years.
Okay? And that is how you respond. And that's why I was telling my people up in Dabadi Omera, if you're angry, show your anger by voting.
But I also want to suggest, Pastor Mackenzie, that the same hand up or handout that was given to Ramsaran and others, because I do not want Trinidad and Tobago to be confused and feel as if this community of people worked their socks off and were not given preferential treatment at certain point in time.
It's not just preferential treatment.
To become successful, Dave. Dave, I've seen handouts to a community of people that has been lavished and in a disproportionate way. And I'm saying that the same type of consideration that has been afforded to BIM, let it be afforded to BAM.
$94 million worth of marijuana was seized in Freeport. And they arrested 6 people in Charlieville. Mr. Big Money Man, where you get your first money from? You remember way back when Chady was around? It was as simple as going to him for a loan to open up your grocery. You know that? So you can't underestimate the value and the input of drug money, right? To start up a lot of people and businesses here in Trinidad and Tobago. As always say,
don't go there, Dave.
Yeah.
Dave, you're opening up. Look.
Good.
I have to go.
Good.
You're not,
Good. And that's something most black people will tell you. They're not willing to go that road.
Or falsify their academics. And
falsify their academics.
Don't take that type of risk.
Yeah.
Or push the father off a balcony, as one did in St. Helena, to take him and limousine business.
Right. Sure.
There's a limit.
Good.
Dave,
that is our problem. We're too dignified.
Dave.
We're too decent. We're too nice. And this world don't have place for nice people.
Dave.
It's an ugly world. It's a wicked world. It's a bad world. And black people too nice.
I want to play this for you all before you go.
Oh gosh, I greet you in peace. I leave you in peace.
One more.
Assalamu alaikum.
One more before we go.
Okay.
One more before we go.
Dave, you open up.
Good morning, Pastor Google. Oh, what a week, what a week. Pastor Google, I want to state emphatically that never again in the history of Trinidad and Tobago must we sit back and allow anybody to say the kinds of things that was said to and about Dr. Rowley or any black leader that we have in this country. We must and have to find a way to deal with that once and for all. I am putting it out there that if that kind of behavior continues, I am going to be the first person to start the thing. It can't continue. We're not accepting that anymore.
That is a fitting response.
And this is our George Floyd moment.
Yeah, yes.
This is our George Floyd moment.
Excellent. And that's the fitting response. We have those who do the wrong things and then those who do nothing. And we have to reconcile the both.
And Pastor Dutton need to ride out with your old self and stop talking about forgive. You're old, Pastor Dutton, you're old. You're 71, I see you shuffling on Henry Street the other day, you're old.
He zip us down.
This is my pearl, a black man's pearl. 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 This is my pearl, oh yeah.
Trinidad and Tobago, I don't know about you but I feel like I wish I could leave now too, yes? I don't know. I think I could leave now too. I wish I could just put on a playlist and leave too. Because this is plenty, man, to consider and to discuss. Let's go back to the phone lines. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good day.
All right, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. I just want to say something, Yes, I agree with the black people getting contracts, but not just hand it to them. They have to know to use the opportunities of all the skills that are being awarded to them to learn. You can be the best electrician, but you're not going in the schools. You can't sit on the block and get everything. We had a speech a different message.
Yeah, but what about the people who have it? Let me say this to you. Hello, caller?
Yes, sir.
All right, let me say this to you. When we talk about affirmative action and we talk about getting contracts and stuff like that, we're not talking about giving a man something to do that he cannot do. We're talking about qualified persons who can do the job. There are people, as Pastor Mackenzie was saying just now, there are people who left this country, brain drain. They left this country because they were not given the opportunity to do what they can do best.
I agree with that 100%, but I'm just telling you as a young person what I just be hearing on the block that when a contractor come into the community, they're being intimidated and some of them don't have the skills to even get the job. But I don't want to go into that. Yeah. You know what I don't like? People telling me I must forgive people. People telling me Trinidad and Tobago so mixed up. Mr. From the time they put your four parents on the boat, they mix because the white man was raping the black. Your skin tone is mixed. Brown skin and red skin is mixed, people. That happened in a long time. Do not allow people to disrespect you. Dr. Rowley have been called rapist, monkey. Or when you go on the Facebook and debating with them, you just be called names. This happened a long time, and why people want them about the both of them. This happening for years, since Basday Panic, and we just forget for them politics. They have been using, look, I take taxis, I really talk to people about that 1% talk. I said, that is to create anarchy in this country. Stop it. When they start the Spanish talk, I talk to one or two people, then they get to us, I say, stop it. They have been plundering on this for years. You know what you talk on the ghetto? They take all money and get people and pay for certain things, and now they're riding up the water money. They want to use this as racism. Don't fall for that trap. Yes, stand up for our rights. But we don't respond to them all the time because they're looking to form and after that we come, them trying something else. Stay tuned,
Thank
Stay
you.
tuned.
Thank you. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Pastor Google. Good afternoon, Dean Francois and Mr. Mackenzie. I'm listening to your program. Yeah, right? And it's very, very interesting. I had was to call because I'm getting in trouble with the lines getting in. What we need to do, right? You see, you all guys are very important in this society. You all have to have a discussion, don't call in Selvin Kojo and Brother Mohammed and these guys no more. You got to go to different people who could come and talk about we, not them, and try to correct this thing. Because when you have Selvin Kojo talking and Brother Mohammed, you're talking about them and we, and you want to run the narrative that we is do it and them is do it. We don't need that. We need to, and Selvin Kojo has gone over on the other side, right? And he cannot come now and tell the black man nothing now. So we need new fellas with ideas to talk to you all and how we will get past this. Because here it is now, you see the black man is very powerful, as Stokely Kamitoris say, right? When you read the word black power, right, your money has the power, black people. You could choose where to spend, and you could bring down whatever business you want to bring down, because you have the power, black people. And we need to get young fellas, different fellas who are masters and doctorate to come on Pastor Google show and only have that discussion. Don't go back to Dutton, Kojo, Winsor James. We need to go forward. You all have a nice day.
Thank you very much, caller.
Idling don't make no sense. You go pay the consequence. For knowledge shall please make room. Nature abhors a vacuum. You'll be left standing still if you don't hone every skill. A mind child you should not waste. The credit to your race. It's only how much you know could limit how far you go. And your zenith is the sky. Don't fail, keep aiming high.
Hello, good afternoon, caller.
Yeah, good afternoon, Pastor Google. And good afternoon to your guest there. I love to hear him, man. I love to hear him. Because you see what he's speaking the truth. And if you need, I just look at the black. I reach a point that I tell myself I don't see no black leaders in this country. See Dr. Rowley? I choose Dr. Rowley. I choose him because I follow a lot of them. A lot of those fellas that old there. Or like Selvin Kojo. Selvin Kojo, he is in our area. We support Selvin Kojo when Selvin Kojo parades up on Carnival and set every year. We support them. We support them. Selvin Kojo, we try to follow Selvin Kojo. But I never know that Selvin Kojo had that kind of mind. He threw us down. He captured us. Understand? How they could be leaders, real leaders in this country. Another leader, black leader, another leader could go to the government and get a 5-acre plot of land for African people. They say we could do farming here. A 10-acre plot of land for people. That man did all of that. He did all of that for his people. So what is wrong with him? He said we need black leaders. We did not swear. Just talking. It's action. You need action. The Bible tells us about that, you know. Not the talkers to justify, you know, the doers who will be justified. Once you get on and they do. Like for instance, these people calling us all kinds of cockroach, all kinds of things. We have the power to put them out. We have the power to bring them down.
All right.
Our money.
Thank you.
That's what it depends on.
Thank you.
Have a blessed day.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Pastor Google. How are you?
I am good, sir. How are you?
Yes, sir. Good afternoon.
They left the studio already.
Well, you know, I heard the gentleman earlier just before Andrew mention about bring new people. But I mean, we have new people, Dane and Dominic, and they are new, bright, young people. But are we listening? The problem is not who you bring to speak. The problem is for people to hear, listen, and understand, and then do something about it. Because we can talk till we blue in the face. If we don't do anything, and we don't realize, you know what's our biggest problem? We don't realize we have a problem. And we are comfortable with how we are. But how we are is not cutting it anymore. I made mention in all different sort of areas concerning this, like our sports people, some of the best. But talent gets you so far. You need proper training and other forms of development. Your talent will reach you that far. And your skill, it needs to be sharpened. You know what I heard one person say? Don't practice until you get it right. Practice till you cannot get it wrong. You practice till you cannot get it wrong. So you're never going to make a mistake. And we're not understanding. We're just comfortable. We say, okay, well, we do this. And you see this idea, what it is, we just want to say about our children, they're not so bright, so we go to teach them a trade? No. Because the trade will get you that far. If you have the paperwork, then you can open your own company. And you are talking about contractors. I understand we have different contractors, but you know what? We don't always tender. So right now we starting at a negative. Because when it is your tendering, one of the bases for getting the job, when you apply your tender, is skill, qualifications, and references. And because it's the same thing as going to get a job and they tell you, well, you have all this paperwork, but you have no experience, and you don't get a job. It's the same thing, but if you don't give a person the opportunity, then they can't get experience. So it's a kind of Mexican standoff kind of scenario that just keep going on.
All right. Thank you very much.
You need to fix those things.
All right. Thank you very much. Ellie, good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you, Pastor Google.
Hi, good afternoon.
And I'm good, and I'm sorry that Pastor Mackenzie and Dean left the studio, you know. Yeah. Excellent conversation this morning. Pastor Google, I want to say about Pastor Dutton, this is to me, he's a fraud of the highest order. When all the racial slurs were spewed against our Prime Minister, right? Nothing was said. Where was he? He was like the dumb dog of Jerusalem. Nothing. It's true, Jesus told us that we must turn the other cheek. But I think it was taken out of context. You understand? So many racial slurs coming from a particular group. And we have never really retaliated. But now, people are becoming conscious and they've had enough. And now we're pushing back. We are not taking that. Because we are a dignified people. We come from a line of kings and queens. We come from no caste system. You understand? And we need to be respected. And what is so amazing, Pastor Google, I heard a caller mention it, that we, when the Indo-Trinidadians came here, we taught them English. We taught them almost everything they knew. And why that kind of hatred? And when you ask them, what have the Afro-Trinbagonian done you? They can't say. They cannot say. That is why you have the young East Indian guys making the blog, stating that what they teaching them. But you know who taught them that? There is guide and rule. Is your people, you know, the Brits. The Brits brought them here and to divide and rule the African and the Indian. That is what they did. And they stayed with that till this time. And finally, it's time for Trinidadians, we are very talented. So about time we form ourselves into get contracts and what have you. And with Dr. Rowley at the helm, he is going to push that. You understand? So thank you, Pastor Google. Good conversation. We must have more of these. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, Pastor Google.
Hi.
Before I make my point, I want to tell the young lady there that we took them off the boat. When the boat came here, they were weak and they couldn't come off. It's the African they used to take them off of the boat. Anyway, my point is this. I want to say something. I want to commend Marcy for immediately taking the stand that they took in removing all the product of the sheriff and stop and stop ordering any fresh product. Because as soon as Marty, they realize that Marty is a mega store, the others, and when they realize what they did, they follow behind now and they're going to remove the product. But watch them. They say we have a 9 days memory. I listened to a piece of news yesterday with one of them stating, you understand, it was 70 years that product on the market here. But we are the ones who build the product here because we are the ones who buy all the milk and all the juice. So we build that business. Here it is we stating now that they have to go, the business can't go under so because at the girl, they have to go and rearrange themselves and come back, you understand, again. You understand? So in other words, you see what they're doing? They're staying together. They're staying together, always one, they're staying together. So rearrange yourself and come back. So the insult, you understand, that you give this to us, you understand, we must forget it when you come back again. We also have to look out for if they realize they can't come back, they're going to change the name and come with another name with the same product. You understand? All these things we have to look out for because this is how they feel that we are stupid and we are ignorant. And we are the builders. Let me tell you what is.
Caller, I have two callers.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
All right, go ahead.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon, Mr. Google.
Yes, sir.
You feel this thing is about people earning, wealth and all these things? It's not about that. This thing is about the attitude with respect towards each other. That is what this thing is all about. People saying the African man gives them everything. Yes, nobody has said no. But they didn't give them house and they didn't give them factories and all them things. You know what they give them? They give them the way of life, the love, the attitude towards life, the respect, the order. These are the things the African man civilized the world with. You understand? So we mustn't put the horse be behind the cat. You understand? Because this is what's happening now. We're talking about empowerment and let me earn this. And no, this whole thing is not about that. It's about respecting each other, living the right way. You understand? Because it's better earn a little bit, you have a little bit than to be a thief. You understand? It's better have a little bit than to be a thief. And earn things lawfully. You know what caused this thing? You know what caused this thing to come right out? The money was Kamala T. She wanted people to be on her side. No.
All right, caller. I don't have that. I don't have that information.
All right.
Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. All right, so you're not there. Whoa, what a conversation. I think we need to have this conversation again next week, Friday. So I think we'll do a promo and we will have a conversation on this again. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Listen, Pastor Google, these conversations must be had until they become solutions. We get solutions, not just conversations.
That's it.
But a woman there spoke about how we have in our own bank. These Syrian people here will pull the hair out of their head if Africans get out in their own bank. Because where our money is our money running the country and keeping up all the banks. I mean, there is such a debt of gratitude that the East Indian population have to give to African people. They should be this gentleman, the one that I keep saying he should get his own program. He spoke of the brain drain. I mean, the brilliance of the African mind. There was a woman I know personally from my area here. When Dr. Eric Williams came into power and the PNM started, he asked her to come back home. A genius of a woman living in America. It is said that she was one responsible for creating Operation Orange and all of this kind of thing. When she came and she discussed with Dr. Eric Williams, she thought that the money was too small and because, well, she's accustomed. And her whole family, her parents were teachers and headmasters and brothers and sisters. There's a brother in it. And I can go on and on. They know that. And it's not only academically, simple things will be simple. House. We forget that. How Indians just used to be in the house, how they cool, they don't want nothing else. How to sit in a chair, how to clean their house, put a mat. I remember, but so why we must in it now? All of this turn the other cheek. Apparently, it's only African people Jesus was talking to.
All right,
and we must forgive. Thank you.
Everywhere is gold and sunlight, but still, most life with hotels are crowded. There are days where dark clouds are shrouded. They don't smile and they never will. Only volunteers get the fill. Empty promises is what they hear. No.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Pastor Google. Sorry, I missed your program earlier, and so I came on after the second thing, but I'm hearing all of this. I'm saying you all had a program, Black Agenda or Black Caucus. How many people had signed into that? I had joined because I heard it. Now, it's not about talking about these same people. It's about Matthew 25, 31 to 46 is telling you. It's not about how your faith. It's the action that you put into that faith. Right? You act in it. Because a lot of people talk about what people say about them and what are you doing about it? Let's get together. Right? And let people see that you are serious. Talking about it doesn't solve a problem. And I'm glad you're saying that you're going to have this program again. That's all I want to see. Thank you.
Voices from the ghetto. Help us, Father.
Hello, good afternoon.
Right?
Caller, you're breaking up really badly.
Oh boy. Are you hearing me better there?
Yes.
Okay, I am again imploring that our people find a financial institution. Because with all the talk we're talking there and saying that we need to do this and we need to do that, you cannot do it without money. You cannot do it without money. All these big contractors and them, 3-4 of them come together, each of them put $1 million and they file for a contract, bid for 10 million. The bank will say, okay, they will get the contract because the contract worth 100 million, and the bank will give them the 10 million to make the down payment, and they all get 100 million, and each of them get $10 million profit when they only put $1 million. So we need to get ourselves into a financial institution. We have the African Credit Union of Trinidad and Tobago. Let's start to utilize that until better could be done. Thank you.
Bed you're sleeping, next night is a wake that you're keeping. So you're praying to win the lotto.
Hello, good afternoon.
Pastor Google, two things I want to just put in here. One, going on a legal aspect. According to the Equal Opportunity Act of 2005, what we are seeing here, especially by the opposition leader, is totally and 110% illegal. Because it's against the law based on the Equal Opportunity Act 2005 to make disparaging remark of about a person, a grouping of people based on race, religious, or any ethnic background in a public place. She has insulted the Syrian community in numerous occasions. She has insulted black people in numerous occasions. So what we starting with the tail, we should be going at the head. Because a fist not rotten for the tail is rotten at the head. And if it is the head is rotten, what you expect the rest of the people and them to be? So we need to tackle that first off. And you see what it is they're doing? They have Munilal saying that what? The Prime Minister, of course, all these racial statements, all this serious. Secondly, I requested it before. I hope it is somebody will pick it up. I heard that one of the gentlemen called in and say, you know, that he mentioned many black people in this country that have achieved something. I would like for us to do 1 or 2 per week to give the black youth encouragement to understand that they are not what it is people are saying that they are, that they can achieve. They have done well. They invent the road sweeper, they invent the elevator, they invent the first freestanding bridge. Come on, let's let the black youth know that they are not worthless as the people continue to tell them, so they would know the truth and the facts. Because if they continue to listen to the rhetoric that is being spread about them, they will always believe that they are nothing. You all have a nice day.
Talk your talk, but we don't talk. Come talk with us. The Streets 919 FM.
Oh, Matthew, where you like, man?
We on the Avenue.
The Avenue?
Yeah, Greenville Avenue in Santa Rosa. Look for we by the Rusty Gate Pub.
Bring the bar home with Angostura. Win a fully stocked bar with personal bartender and celebrity DJ for you and your crew at home. Simply purchase select Angostura rum 750 ml or larger. Then upload your receipt and contact info at www.angosturapromos.com or WhatsApp us at 684-2506. We bring the rum, you add the vibes. Be safe. Please enjoy responsibly.
Hello, this is Pastor Charles from the Upper Room Ministry. Tune into the Street 91.9 FM every Wednesday from 12 midnight to 5 a.m. for a time of prayer and intercession. I want you to know that we are going to have a TIME time in the presence of God, lifting up our nation, lifting up our families in prayer. I'm looking forward to, my God, for you to join with me. Praise God, every Wednesday, praise God, praying for our nation, praying for our families, praying for our children. Join with me every Wednesday at 12 midnight. Tune into the Street 91.9 FM. God bless you.
Hey guys, it's Aisha Wells here. Listen up. If you're considering selling or renting your house in Trinidad and Tobago, then call Keelan George with O'Neill's Real Estate Group. He's a good friend of mine and he's been in the business for over 6 years. First, selling real estate in Atlanta, Georgia, and now right here in Trinidad and Tobago. He has a strategic online marketing presence that actually attracts thousands of home buyers and renters. Plus, with his home selling advice and techniques, he's getting homes sold really fast. Keelan will actually guarantee you sell your home or, get this, you can cancel the listing agreement and pay nothing at any time. That's right, you heard me, nothing at any time. Selling your home doesn't have to be stressful, people. Check out www.o'neillrealestatetT.com. O'Neill is spelled O-N-E-I-L, or just call Keelan direct at 363-4030. That's 363-4030.
Reboot your business with the Entrepreneurial Relief Grant. Micro and small enterprises impacted by the COVID-19. You are invited to apply for the Entrepreneurial Relief Grant from the Ministry of Finance in collaboration with Nedco. Qualifying businesses must have an annual revenue of less than $1 million. You must be a citizen or legal resident of Trinidad and Tobago. Applicants must be 18 years and over and should be owners of registered businesses. Business owners can access up to $20,000. Apply today at www.netcottfunding.com. The Entrepreneurial Relief Grant, an initiative of the Government of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. Together, rebuilding our local economy, one small business at a time. Netco, supporting, sustaining, succeeding.
Sign up and save with Green Dot. When you subscribe to any of our broadband packages, you get 30% off the installation fee, allowing you to stream your favorite shows on any of your devices. Update your social media accounts and connect with friends and family. Stay on top of the class with online learning sessions, or keep your team in the loop with virtual meetings, all at an affordable price. This is a limited time offer, so don't wait. Call 224-GDOT today to sign up and save with Green Dot, improving and simplifying lives.
Looking for a safe and relaxed professional massage therapist and nutritionist? Look no further. Nature's Touch with Empress Judy and Associates offers a natural approach to better health. Treat yourself to a professional massage therapy and nutrition advice in a safe and relaxed atmosphere. Rejuvenate your body, mind, and soul at Nature's Touch Therapy. For an appointment, please call or WhatsApp 1-868-398-8282 or visit our Facebook page. Remember, your health is our responsibility at Nature's Touch.
When
When it comes to healthcare, you deserve the best. Do you suffer from low energy, anxiety, or constipation? Health and Wealth Lifestyle with Nicole Huggins provides you with the best services of iridology exam, blood analysis, ionic foot detox, followed by a soothing foot massage. We also provide the best organic supplements. We are located at number 73 Eastern Main Road, Barataria. Or call us at 288-1108 or 275-8359. Join us on the Street 919 FM every Thursday from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. for Health and Wealth Lifestyle with Nicole Huggins.
Turn your lights down low and listen to the Master's Radio.
Here's your opportunity to join Pastors Morris and Agnes Johnson of the Church of the Firstborn Assembly and guests as they lead in worship ministries of the Word and Prayer. That's every Sunday at 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. and every Wednesday from 9 p.m. to midnight on the Street 919 FM, where we deal with today's issues from a biblical perspective. Tell your neighbors, tell your friends, tell everyone. You'll be given the opportunity to call in and interact with us. Your life and family will never be the same. You are welcome to visit our website, www.churchofthefirstbornassembly.org. Like us on Facebook. Your financial support will be greatly appreciated. Church of the Firstborn Assembly, account number 795222 at the First Citizens Bank. You can contact us at 753-1113.
Better vision for your physical eyes, and through the eyes of faith, let healing arise in your mind, body, and spirit. At Natural Heal Ministries, we teach kingdom principles for living that brings the blessing of God to your mind, body, and soul.
NHM Professional Associates are located at number 10 Moody Stewart Street, Monrepos, San Fernando. For more info, contact Dr. Desmond Phillip at NHM on 349-3494.
NHM Professional Associates can be heard live on the Street 919 FM every Saturday from 9:05 to 9:55 a.m.
But wait, who's sending me this text? Hurricane warning, be prepared? Denzel, stop washing the car! A hurricane coming!
Mona, calm down. We just need to prepare. We must stock batteries and candles and charge our emergency lights in case we lose power.
That means we have to arrange a backup supply for Daddy respirator.
Yes, and before the storm hits, we must unplug all our electrical equipment. If we need to evacuate, remember to shut off the electricity at the main panel.
Yes, because you know here there's flood. Come. Let us move the appliances upstairs. Come.
Us? Okay.
Wait! Denzel, don't unplug them thing with your wet hand. Yourself.
Yes, Mona.
This hurricane season, when preparing for an emergency, don't forget your electricity. TearTech, the power to make it work.
We know the street because we talk to the street.
Come talk with us on the Street 919 FM.
We know the importance of great customer service. That's why here at O'Neill Rentals, we offer the fastest delivery service to our clients absolutely free. All of our cars are guaranteed clean and fueled up upon delivery. We also offer quick and easy e-sign-up. This means we can sign you up from anywhere using our cell phone and tablet technologies. This also means that there's no paperwork to do ever. We value our customers. That's why we go above and beyond to make you happy. So, are you coming to Tobago? Do you need a rental car? Call us now for your quote today. 361-1042. Call us today, 361-1042.
Good afternoon. It's time for the Street Sport Report, courtesy O'Neill Car Rentals of Tobago. Renting a car in Tobago is as easy as calling 361-1042. We begin with some football off the field. Justice Carol Gobin on Thursday denied FIFA's request to have the ongoing dispute with ousted TTFA President William Wallace remitted back to the Court of Arbitration for Sport, the CAS. This means the case can now proceed locally. Justice Gobin ruled that the application for the stay of proceedings was refused and the defendant was ordered to pay the claimant's cost to be assessed by the court in default of an agreement. Back in March, Mr. Wallace and his executive challenged the World Footballing Governing Body their decision to remove his executive and implement a normalization committee. On May 18th, he decided to take the matter to the local high court instead of the Swiss-based CAS, since they felt that they would not get a fair hearing. Moving to some netball news, Fire Service drubbed Police Y 40-17 when they met in the semi-final round of the Championship Divisional Knockout fixture in the Courts All Sectors Netball League. Adasha Norton was her normal dominating self, putting up 38 goals from 44 shots. Jablote took care of Defense Force 29-26. In the other semi-final, Latoya Thomas led the way for Jablote with 22 goals from 31 shots. Fire and Jablote will meet in the finals on Saturday from 2:45 p.m. at the Center of Excellence in Mokoya. Prior to that match, a pair of Retro Division games will be played on the final day of competition. The Las Lomas Academy will take on TSTT from 1 p.m. Then Police X will meet Police Y at 1:50 p.m. In some community sports, X-Men on Thursday night took third place in the Montego Creations-sponsored Tyro Sports Club over 45 win-ball cricket tournament in Bukmalatris after their 7-wicket triumph over Hit and Run. Asif Mohammed smashed an unbeaten 35 as Hit and Run got to 63 for 3 batting first. Not to be outdone, Clint Williams had a not-out 34 of his own to take X-Men to 64 for 3 to claim a third place in the tournament. The competition comes to an end on Saturday when Bluffers and Montego Drifters battle in the final at the Tyro Recreation Ground in Bukmalatris. Persons journeying to the venue need to be reminded that the strictest COVID-19 measures will be enforced throughout that event. Finally, in some international football news, RB Leipzig is the second team to advance to the UEFA Champions League semi-finals after Tyler Adams gave them a winner in the 88th minute in their 2-1 quarterfinal win over Atletico Madrid on Thursday. Leipzig will now take on Paris Saint-Germain on Tuesday in the first semi-final. This afternoon from 3 p.m., 2 European giants clash in quarterfinal number 3 as Barcelona and Bayern Munich will feature in today's quarterfinal, and the winner will take on the winner of Saturday's final quarterfinal fixture between Manchester City and Olympique Lyon of France. And just for a programming note, On the Sidelines will be back on the air after its hiatus to facilitate last Monday's general elections. And joining the cast will be Gilson Small, the owner of the powerboat Timeless, as he gets ready for the upcoming Great Race. And that was the Street Sport Report, courtesy O'Neill Car Rentals of Tobago. Stay right here on the Street 919 FM. We do have more news. We have news briefs coming up in 1 hour's time, another one at 3 p.m., and one final major newscast for the week that comes up at 4 p.m.
Of great customer service. That's why here at O'Neill Rentals, we offer the fastest delivery service to our clients absolutely free. All of our cars are guaranteed clean and fueled up upon delivery. We also offer quick and easy e-sign-up. This means we can sign you up from anywhere using our cell phone and tablet technologies. This also means that there's no paperwork to do ever. We value our customers. That's why we go above and beyond to make you happy. So, are you coming to Tobago? Do you need a rental car? Call us now for your quote today. 361-1042. Call us today, 361-1042.
smile and they never will. Only volunteers get the fill. Empty promises is what they hear. No running water from year to year. Hearts that no one desire.
All right, so I'm back with you, Trinidad and Tobago, and I'm going straight back to the phone line. Sally, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon again, Pastor Google.
Yeah, man.
You know, what is a caller about said there? And it's when we don't use that, you know, the Equal Opportunity Commission. We're supposed to go there because, you see, in that law passed there with Lawrence Maraj as the Attorney General. Slandering somebody. You understand? You have to have records. You have to have evidence. If it's a group or what, they say, even in the home, all you need is witness, you know. You need witness to say yes in the commission, and they will deal with them. So we should try going to that, bring up the laws and things, and let us try to deal with them from that point of view too. Have a blessed day.
All right, thank you. Hello, good afternoon, caller.
Pastor Google, Miss Gloria here. I just come back home, right? I don't know what else, but you know they still continue the racial slurs, boy. What is wrong with these people, Pastor Google? We are all human beings. Nalini Maran talking a pack of crap and somebody. God bless them, you know. I rebuke every statement that they said in the name of Jesus. Amen. Goodbye.
Too bad for the name bad boy, no bail. That's the black man's choice. Like Shadow say, poverty.
Hello, good afternoon.
Well, Pastor said you don't want to score at all.
Hey! Oh gosh, you know, and you know, no. You know, I made us. I don't know if you hear the statement I make today, and I tell Kai Fighter I prefer 50 more Kingsley than he.
50 what?
I tell him I say I prefer to take 50 calls from Kingsley than to take a call from he.
I try calling him earlier. Really nothing, Pastor. I am alive still, and I'm well. You know what I mean? I am the watchdog for the country now. You know what I mean?
So how you take the loss? How you take the loss?
Well, I take the loss one day at a time. You know what I mean? But the loss wasn't so hurtful to me, Pastor, because you know what I mean. I in this thing very long. Because I was a PNM, I know on that morning we lost, we win. You know what I mean? So I know about that. You know what I mean? I know about that. And under the ILP, we lost the general election in 2015. So losing is something what I didn't feel it like. Some of my friends them feel it. I see people crying in front of me. I know how kind of thing, but you know what I mean? Election is over, but the count is still on. Faris declared last night that the seat was win. So that is when I see that outside already. It has 4 months to go. We stay checking Lakota, Taparo. It have about like, they don't check about 20 boxes there. It have about like 40 more boxes to go. St. Joseph at the Norwich 15 of outer 16. Tinapuna is moving smooth. So it will be a long weekend into the next week. So we know if Dr. Rowdy might train Friday. But I want to share something, right now, Dr. Rowdy is the acting Prime Minister of the country. So he remains the Prime Minister.
Why you don't tell Miss Bissessa to just, you know that your friend, that is your, as you say, your mother. You know, why you
mother of the nation.
Why you don't go and tell her, say you're going on you know, if we leave this thing, you know, let me don't go through all of this now. Why you don't do that?
Well, I think they go and share our process and I wait to see what going to take place. Pastor Google, something what them have in hands, what they might know what they are going through. So I cannot really point that direction, but I am independent. I could say that
You're independent now?
No, when I say I'm independent, even thinking. You know what I mean? Well, I say the election so far it's in on Dr. Rowdy's side. So I say let Dr. Rowdy when the country, as I told you earlier, I the watchdog for the country. So I don't have a problem with the Prime Minister. The country I is there to keep the.
What do you think about what do you think about all these racist statements that are being made as a member of the UNC, and you're hearing all these statements that are coming out and some of the racist comments that are being made? How do you feel as a young black man in an East Indian party?
Well, as a African black man, you must feel hurt by hearing certain racist statements by other race in this country. You must be hurt about it. There's no doubt about it.
Right.
But to say the views of certain East Indian who making comments is the view of Kama Prasad Bisasa, I will have to say no. I will have to say I feel no how about that, because I know our political party and the party what I support right now, that is not the view of individuals, because somebody might be I'm supporting Kamala, but it is not the view of Kama Prasad Bisasa and the UNC. So I agree, because I also call for this Ramsar make to be shut down. This company should never be operating in this country again. I don't care what they say. That Ramsar make company should be shut down, because and because no side, African or East Indian, mustn't be making these racist statements over us as one. Yes, we quarrel about the politics, that we talk about no roads and we have no food to eat for 3 months and price raising. Yes, but when talk about the racist thing, I distance myself away from it once. And Pastor, no East Indian in this country, not even my political leader. Anytime I see any race from any one of them, I'm going to come on the radio and speak out. I'm going to talk it. I'm going to and on the spot there, I'm going to make scene and let them know I am not a Negro. I'm an African black man. Pastor, no East Indian can call me Negro in this country. No white man can call me Negro in this country, because I would put them in a place and them, no, I'm not a Negro. I'm a black man or an African man. I'm an African descent or I'm an African Trinidadian. Say that. I don't have a problem. Call me black man, I have no problem. Call me African, I have no problem. But I say the Negro and the next N-word, I do not call me that. Do not call me that. So I say, Pastor, today I remain supporting the mother of the nation. I remain a UNC. I remain.
You remain a UNC?
I remain a UNC. I am saying that I have my support behind the opposition leader, but to remain as the opposition leader at this time.
So you don't think that Dr. Mulilal could take this spot?
Dr. Mulilal could take this spot. Well, Pastor Google, we have our internal elections next year, and anybody entitled to fight the internal election in the next 4 months coming here, I will be watching to see what the political leader is, who she's going to put in the Senate, how she's going to transform the party. So when internal election reach, I could say that, okay, I'm going left, okay, I'm going right. But at this moment, at this time, I have all confidence. At this moment, at this time, I have all confidence in the opposition, in Trinidad and Tobago opposition, because the opposition leader in this country is for Trinidad and Tobago, not for only me and UNC people. She is Trinidad and Tobago opposition leader for all. When they go in the office, you see Trinidad and Tobago opposition leader. So, at this time, Pastor Google, I see the 18 MPs, Dr. Mulilal, all of them are supporting the opposition leader. They sent out a press release saying that they support the opposition leader, and nobody is going to internal election. But as I told you, you never know where the next 4 to 6 months, 8 months will bring when the internal election come. You never know, people might come forward to contest the godly lady. But at this point right now, I remain supporting her as the opposition leader. I remain supporting the opposition at this time here now. So I'm going forward.
All right.
People, before I go, people might be asking a question. Kingsley, why is I continue supporting the opposition leader, and why continue supporting these Indian people? Well, if it's talking about race, it is not about race, but it's about policy. What Kingsley said that Kamala brings forward, and it benefits some people. Some people might say it will benefit them, like the laptops like the baby grant, like food card for all, like water for all, like houses. She gave away 100 houses a week. So I support her because our policy. When they ask Kingsley why you support Kamala, I can say this thing that why I support the ladies. So it's not about Indian and I against Rowdy. I'm not against Rowdy personal. Rowdy, I used to love Rowdy as a member of Manning, as an opposition leader. He sound good, but as a prime minister, I have questions to ask, and I'm entitled to ask me questions like how everybody is entitled to ask the questions. So, but I thank you as always for giving the opposition side the point of view on the government program. As I always say, your program second on this program after my girl Aisha West. I can't put you for the Aisha West, you know that. But your program, because I'll be senior, bringing in key figures in a program. And I mean, I listen now and then to the station and listen to your key figures. You have an interview, and I believe he has given some opposition callers some leverage. So you are my strength and say that this program here is the second program, balanced program, like Aisha West, where I know your program based off PNM, and I can't get a friend, but because 2 hours you can have this me and our next caller can have my name is Pinal. But they know I do not subscribe to Pinal's contribution whatsoever. Okay? Because I will tell you, I believe Pinal is racist.
Why you say that? Why you say that?
Statement. Continue making a statement where this country has a question. How can he be a teacher and who he is to teach? I study how much children used to pass out in school, how much African children used to pass conventions under his leadership. I thank you very much.
All right, Mr. Kingsley.
Running down the street, yeah. Let me sing my love. Let me sing my.
Hello, good afternoon. Hello, foreign line. All right, foreign line on there. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Let me start by saying I love my country.
What is this?
Well, I received a call from a beautiful lady to say call Pastor Google immediately.
Okay.
So I've been listening. I heard the discussion with respect to the savings of our community, the racist situation. So I said, let me take the opportunity. I've been trying for the last since just came back from the break, trying to get in.
Wow, sorry about that.
That's the situation when you have a popular program. So I wish you all the best, my brother.
I hear you, Mr. Boris. Talk to me.
Listen, the situation is such. As you know, I have started the team and the term. It's about 25 to 30 years now. I love my country.
Yes.
And that means a lot. When you say I love my country, it has nothing to do with I love Africans, I love Indians, I love Chinese. It means I love all the people of our country, all race of our country, all religion of our country. I appreciate everyone. And what we need now is respect, a level of tolerance, but more important, respect, and to show love one to another. If this continue to escalate, we wouldn't like to see the final outcome of this situation. This can lead to serious bloodshed. This can lead to negatives in our island. I hope, and I call this I'm saying this from my heart, I'm hoping that people would understand and let good sense prevail. Yes, when you lose an election, emotions flow. I've been involved where my party lost 3 elections. I felt sad, but never would I reach the point of referring to people in negative, derogatory terms and calling the prime minister, they put in ape and all kind of thing and calling African people. Oh, no. That isn't good. But what it did, however, it brought up what ancient Ishmael said to the nation. That when people are in the private cocoon, the things they say, the things they do, ancient Ishmael have been proven to be speaking the absolute, unadulterated truth. And we must put an end to this nonsense. We must ensure that people are given respect. African people are some of the most brilliant people in the world. African people, half or 3/4 of the inventions of the world were invented by African people. So if you're so racist, then don't use the elevator. If you're so racist, then don't use all the things that was invented, even the cell phone and the phone. Don't use those things because it's invented by persons that you pull down and you drag down to the ground. And that's the point I'm making. We need to live, Pastor Google, as one. We need to understand, yes, we will have our difference in religion. We'll have a difference in our political party and persuasion. We'll have a difference in all kinds of different things. But at the end of the day, I grew up as Seventh-day Adventist, and I maintain some basic principles to respect people and to give people that level of appreciation. So, losing hurt, but it mustn't take us to the point of what is going on right now. And I turn my attention to if you allow me, to the election and this, what they're doing. Pastor Google, it is wicked, it is evil, it is nasty, it is really a terrible, I almost want to use the word rape of our democracy, you know. There's nothing wrong with calling for a recount. I support that 100%. But to be doing what they're doing in terms of looking at all, if the initials of these returning officers are supposed to be CE, and the officer wrote, because you remember you're writing hundreds and hundreds of these things. If you write the E like I look like a C, that is a query. I've never seen in my entire 40 years looking at the election thing and being involved in that aspect of it. In addition to that, this thing by the PRO of the UNC, and I hope my good friend Kingsley, you know Kingsley, one of my better friends, I hope Kingsley hear this. When she said, how could the Prime Minister announce that he's Prime Minister at 10 o'clock at night? Listen, at that same point, the reason why Kamala Pasabi sister didn't go down to the office is because she also was aware that PNM had 22 and she had 19. Because your polling agents are there in the counting, and the counting is signed off by your polling agents. Apart from returning officer, your polling agents signed off the count off, as the case of the UNC. This thing is so thorough. Our election process is so organized. We are one of the best in the world, you know. That the UNC polling agents sign off on each one, and the PNM polling agents do the same, and any other party who was involved in that particular seat will sign off also. So the system is almost fail-proof in terms of getting an accurate situation. I am amazed that the PRO would not know this and would make a statement. How can he know that? They all know it year after year. Listen, as a matter of fact, at 10 o'clock in the night, I saw with my eyes. When about 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, when Mr. Manning in 2010, I saw the police, no official report, the police just left, you know. And I think one officer remained in a jeep, but all the entourage just left and went down I think Siparia or wherever Kamala Pasabi sister was. Because they understand the process. They understand when the majority, when the parties get the feedback, they know that is literally the presumptive person, and they left and they went straight to her. Because their job is to protect whoever is the presumptive prime minister of the country. I am saying to you, what is going on is wrong, and it must stop. People of Indian race, and I heard a young man said that he's in America, and when he meet Africans, they're all Chinese, there's no Indian thing. And he said when he meet Indians, them Indians from India don't want to deal with him at all. They just call him and say, no, you're not East Indian, you are West Indian. You're not East Indian, you're West Indian. The point I'm making, Indian people, please, get away from this racist thing. Let us build this country as one people, one citizen. African people, the same way. We need to understand we are one people. Yet, we must understand what is going on is wrong. And those who hate African people, you are destroying this country. Because the African people are the same ones who built you. The guy who said that this is get now and things like that, he wants to leave the country. That gentleman don't understand that all them Indian businesses in this country, who they get rich under? The PNM. Who they get rich under? The lads. How debt get into that? It's like what Hulsi Bagan has said when she claimed that Africans and things like that. These kind of false statements is terrible. It is destroying the fabric of our nation, and I'm saying this with passion from my heart. Pastor Google, we have to stop this totishness, this nonsense must come to an end. Racism can't be tolerated, and all of you are racist. You are sinning against your own religion and your own, at least aspects of different religion. You are sinning against it, and that's wrong. Finally, let me conclude by saying, Pastor Gog, and thank you for the opportunity. Those of you who want to save, we have the African Credit Union. The African Credit Union has been functioning a few years. We have resuscitated, revived it. It is functioning. We are trying to move from strength to strength. So all of you who want to join and save and be in something where you can put your money, there's the African Credit Union. We are located at the corner of Cottbus Street and Park Street in Port of Spain. It's the African Credit Union. It is building. We are growing, and we are helping people to get loans for mortgages, loans for cars, everything like that. Come and join the African Credit Union. Start to save. It is called the African Association Credit Union of Trinidad and Tobago, which is the name is ACT. And we ask you to act now for your future. Act now, start saving. Act now for your children. Act now and start saving and start joining. So we want no excuse There's an African Credit Union, and you can be a member of 2 other credit unions. You can still join African Credit Union. You can be in a bank. You can still join the African Credit Union. As the case, and the number, allow me to give you the number. The number is 610-8228. I repeat that for those who didn't hear it. The number to call the office right now is 610-8228. That's the African Credit Union of Trinidad and Tobago. Please become a member, and please let's build an economic base that we can stand up with strength and help each other and support one another. This is what we are about, and this is what I am saying to the nation today. Let us build a nation together. It is all of us. Indian, Chinese, Syrian, Lebanese, mixed, Douglas, as the case may be. Pastor, finally, sir, thank you. Pastor, some years ago I had a group called the National Committee Against Racial, Complexion and Area Discrimination. I'm thinking about reviving that committee. And the other committee we had years ago was the National Committee for Dougalization of the Nation, where we were encouraging people to start making love like hell. But anyhow, from a point of view of marriage, and where you can have children who have offspring of all both races. But at the end of the day, Africans must be proud of who you are, because there's nobody better or greater than you. You came to the worst atrocity the world has ever seen, and you stand today. Africans, be proud and lift yourself up and lift your children and be proud of who you are. And Indians, be proud of who you are also. But at the end of the day, our biggest pride should be that we are all Trinbagonians. Pastor Google, I thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Harvey Boris. Foreign caller, you there? Foreign caller, you still there? All right.
I went by my auntie, my East Indian auntie, in a place they call Caroni.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Pastor Google.
Hi, good afternoon.
I have been listening, and I listened to Kingsley, and I'm wondering who is talking about his leader. The description I heard there, like I have been living under a rock, because I have been here. I lived through 2010 to 2015. I lived through this election campaign, and the person I hear him describing as not being driven by some kind of racial undercurrent, I don't know. I don't. Maybe I was hearing something that I don't know if I was living in an illusion. I don't know. But anyway, that's not what I really called for. All I'm saying is, we have seen on social media all the very adverse things that have been said, very scandalous. And I'm saying that's their plan. But what are black people's plans?
That is what we were talking about today. And that is the discussion that we're going to continue to have next week when Pastor McKenzie and when Dean Francois comes in. I said that's the discussion we're going to continue to have with Dean Francois and Pastor McKenzie.
Yes, because I remember when Satmaraj laid the claim that blacks, while their children were beaten both, our children were beaten pan. And I remember I used that not to become angry, you know. I said, when they open their mouth and they say these things, it enlightens us. Not just the way they are thinking, but what we ought to be looking at into ourselves. And I use that opportunity to start really focusing on the attitude of black children, how they are treated, what they do, how they respond to the education that is being given to them, ensuring that they did what they had to do, calling in parents when homework is not done, and things like that. Because his mouth sort of enlightened me to some extent. Okay, but I'm saying, I want to know if we're going to continue patronizing their business with our black money. I want to know if are we going to continue to purchase and eat unclean food, because they said what they were going to do with it, if I am to take what was put on social media. And now we know we have more than enough black, well-qualified doctors and so on. Can they come together, organize themselves, join practices, because they're planning to kill our children and take out our woman things? And will we learn to organize ourselves and respect ourselves? These are questions for us to ponder. So all the things about Black Lives Matter and people who are disrespecting us, let's start looking within and seeing how we are organizing ourselves around these things. And by no means am I preaching to treat people with disdain and all of that. What I am saying is that we for ourselves need to pay heed to what has been put out there and to understand that without our black support, a lot of things would not have gone the way they have gone for them, and they ought not to be allowed to continue defining who I am.
Thank you very much. Hello, good afternoon, caller.
Yes, good afternoon, Pastor Google. There's a caller from New Hampshire.
Hey, what's happening, sir?
It's very sad, to see and to hear what's going on in Trinidad. And I grew up on Woodford Street, that is in Newtown. That is not too far from where you is. I grew up there, and it had a lot of Indian people used to live there. They used to work at a restaurant that's called Shitty. I don't know if it's still in existence, but and I grew up around them, and they were nice to me, and we were nice to them, and and it never had that, and I had a lot of Indian friends, and it never had that kind of thing, so it's shocking now to see what it turned to, it's sad, it's so sad. But let me ask you a question, Pastor Google, right? I've been following the Guyana election, right? And they were talking about ballot boxes and stuff like that. So if they're still doing recounts, who will be watching those boxes over the weekend?
I don't know. I can't answer that. I will find out and see if I can get an answer for you.
Oh my gosh. Sorry.
You sound like Kingsley.
All right then, but good program. I always listen and stuff like that, and it's good to be back on YouTube so I could sit down and watch you on the big screen.
But you could do that on Facebook too.
No. You see, on the Facebook, and on the Facebook, I use the computer to use the computer as the TV as a head unit. But with the TV now, the TV has its YouTube channel on it. And I tell all my family who has the YouTube channel on the TV, to watch it. But when you guys on Facebook, these people are older people, they're not Facebook people, you know what I mean? So
all right, thank you very much for calling again.
Yes, and Miss Tenapuna and everybody, Mommy Sauce and the whole everybody. Thank you.
Hi, good afternoon, Mr. Paula Spain.
This afternoon I'm feeling so elated that we are an election that the people of Trinidad and Tobago went through translation. But you know what? There are some people who desperate that they must hold on the power, knowing fully well that is a dangerous example to be set. We have candidates that lost enormously, but yet still they have the wickedness about them that they have to go through a process where the appointment of a government has to be delayed. Do you imagine that we got peaks of loss by over 1,000 and something? They're going through like the picking right. That is the kind of desperation of the opposition. And it is inevitable that the opposition leader has to go. They're just waiting on, Google. Nobody in the history has lost so much election and still grabbing on the power in our party. But I guess that party is a kind of a jumbo tail. Because any other party, they would have seen the political leader stepping down. And I am so weary of some of these people. Well, at last, some people realize that for Spain
don't go into no full attack of them. And I is one who never denied nobody name. They tried that on me. But I'm happy to see that today, none of them could say that I attacked them. I'm glad that the Lord. I am happy that the PNM won. But they glad the Lord because I know some of them is so upset that I hear them. I'm sorry for them, you know. I'm really sorry for them because I know the passion that I had for them. But because of the step that they took, they attacked for us on unwarranted, learning, and God has spoken. All that they said, it was lies. And today I am so happy to know that the PNM, I repeat, the PNM retain the governance of Trinidad and Tobago, regardless of all these stumbling blocks that they're trying to delay, hold back, all kind of things. But the inevitable must happen. Great is the PNM. Great is the PNM. And we prevailing. Not we shall, you know, we prevailing. Thank you very much, Google. For some of those who believe I hate them, I don't hate them, but don't lie on for a thing. Because they know for a thing. When he's coming with the fact, he just come with it straight as ever. Those who listen but know who I am speaking. Thank you very much, Google, for allowing me this conversation.
All right, Mr. Policeman, thank you very much.
Good evening, Pastor Google. You know, Pastor Google, after my experience with Black Power in 1970, I never thought that this kind of conversation would pop up in my lifetime in Trinidad and Tobago. You know, really, I thought that we were a rainbow country and that we had started to be better for it and accept and live and be Trinidadians first in this Twin Island Republic. It really pains me to see that we're at a point now where we have gone back to discussing that we are to put our collective economies together and start rebuilding, as it were, that black network that we're supposed to have since 1970. A point to note is that with all that is happening, I don't hear anybody from NJAC saying anything on this whole racial discussion. I am putting it out there that I would like to hear somebody from NJAC speak to that topic, because, I mean, they too came out of that Black Power struggle when blacks didn't get certain privileges in this country. So I would like to hear somebody from NJAC call in or come into your program and share what their thoughts are on the latest developments in terms of racism against black people in this country. Pastor Google, let us start the conversation now. The Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago is Dr. Keith Rowley. Dr. Rowley. Just as how they say Mrs. Fasad Bisasa, it is Dr. Rowley. It is not Rowley. Let's start the conversation, please.
All right. Hello, good afternoon, caller.
Hello, good afternoon, Pastor Google.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
I want you to get some rest. This is Queens. You have a safe journey to San Fernando. You hear?
Yeah, ma'am.
All right, I'm watching you. Seeing the tiredness on your face.
Yes,
you
I
reach
am.
home safe and get some rest. You hear me?
Yes, mom. I am tired.
All right, darling. Bye-bye.
Oh, bye. She's right. I am. Conversations like these just drain you, you know. I don't know if you people don't know that. Because, you know, you when you're passionate about something, you put your all into it. Hello, good afternoon.
I'm Pastor Google.
Hey, what's happening, sir?
Yeah, Pastor Google, you know, I think we got putting these things in perspective, you know, this race thing. I will remind you of something and see if you can get the meeting held by Dr. Rowley and the Fiction. That is a PNM meeting at the corner of Bonds Road. It was called Search for It.
Bonds Road.
Ramesh Maharaj was invited to that meeting.
Okay, I know what meeting you're talking about.
Hello?
I know what meeting you're talking about.
Listen to what Ramesh Maharaj said at the time on the PNM platform, If I Won Africa. And you will listen to what Ramesh Maharaj said And you realize Promise Marriage was seeing something in the UNC that we, the Africans, would. That is one. Another thing, Jack Warner was invited to the Valley Naga. The opposition leader, Dr. Keith Rowley, was invited. Jack Warner wasn't invited. He was a member of the People's Partnership. And Dr. Rowley was invited. And Jack Warner stood up and said, what are you doing here? You're not Hindu. I is a Hindu.
How we call that one?
Go back Felicity and these places and see the color of the person, the Boboli or whatever you want to call it, that is eaten. These things are planted in people's minds. Right? It is people saying Indians is that. It is not all Indians. It is a particular extremist fundamentalist group, and I will maintain
and that is why. And that is why.
Cross that bridge, we will not reach anywhere with it.
Okay, and that's why I will continuously see, and I have been seeing it from since this thing has started, that the ones that don't agree with it need to come out and speak against it.
My brother, I need you to stop the line, eh?
Hello, good afternoon. Whoa, hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Pastor.
Good afternoon.
The UNC, they are just obstructionists and they are no good for this country. I will totally agree for Ms. Kamala Persad to remain there. She's a total asset to the PNM. As long as she remains there, the PNM will continue to win. Goodbye.
All right, thank you very much. Hello, good afternoon.
Hi, good day.
Hi.
Yeah, I agree with the previous caller where we need to respect Dr. Rowley's title. People that are calling in and saying Rowley, they should be reminded that is Dr. Rowley. He went and he earned his certification. So why give respect? Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Hello, good afternoon. Hold on. I don't know what happened there. I think call me back. All right. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Pastor Google.
Hi.
Well, while everybody talking about the situation in this country, there are even rumblings in her organization. Have you seen the thing on Facebook with two of her prominent, strongest supporters? One supporter, one of her strongest. Pastor Google?
Go ahead.
One, in the message on her Facebook page, one person saying you was victorious, but you was also defeated. And one other message from a tweet, a well-known person, his name starts with the letter D. He says tonight does kill recount.
Okay, I know who's I got that message.
Yeah, if you want to think,
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Pastor Google.
Yes, sir.
I'm hearing the conversation that you all had about, getting things developed for African people. But I want to let you all know, and I want African people to realize something. All these external developments will be nothing if we don't change our mentality, our mindset. Because remember when Tommy Hilfiger said that if it is he knew black people would have been wearing his clothes, he would have never make it? How many people you know that wear FUBU? How many black people you know that wear FUBU? They're still running down Tommy Hilfiger. One man who does make handbags say it is called his blood to think that black people have his handbag with weaves and fingernails. But we just still run it down and buy it. So whether we have black groceries, black businesses, black banks, and all these things, if we treat FUBU the same way as we dealt with Tommy Hilfiger and FUBU, it will make absolutely no difference. The difference has to come with our minds, our attitudes. Here is where the whole loss of the battle takes place. It's an inward change have to make first before. Pastor Gugian used to know that. It's just like Christianity. It's just like salvation. You have to change inside first. before anything outside could do, because outside is just superficial. So before we have those things come into play and being successful, that was the failure of the Black Caucus. Because the mindset of the people were not there, ready for a change in how things are viewed and how things are done. So it was an external change. We didn't change our heart. There is where we just lost. And we need to change that. I don't know why we continue to support other people, although we have something that belongs to ourselves. Maybe we just think that, you know, I don't want the next one of we to get better than me, and I go make him rich. So because of that, you want to make everybody remain poor and everybody else rich. You want your own, according to Dr. Williams, 10 minus 1 is 0. It's either all of us going together or none of us will ever reach. So the mindset has to change. Have a nice.
Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon, Pastor Google. Pastor Google, I don't know if you have any experience about, or you hear anybody mention about white roses for my black sister.
White roses for my black sister.
It's a parent, same father, same mother.
Okay.
But they have two children, 2 girls, 1 white and 1 black.
I hear you.
And yeah, they were showing that some years ago on the cinema. And we need to go to that and look at it. Because the same 1 black, parents black, 1 red, and both children come out. What will you do? Separate them or get rid of one? God created the human race. 1 blood flowing through each one of us, from Adam right down. Why should we go down this road? Because I look different to that person. God created human. And he said, we must live. He wished that none should perish, but all come to repentance. And without repentance, there is no remission of sin. Why be going down this road? So God be the glory, great things he has done, and he will continue, and congratulations to the People National Movement. And Pastor Google, keep on the good work.
Thank you very much. Well, trying to be here, so I have to leave it. Unless they thank you very much to my dad who came in the studio and hot up the place and run out. Mr. Dean Francois. Thank you very much, Trinidad and Tobago. Stay strong. Please be safe over the weekend. Sanitize, wear your mask, social distance, stay home. If you have nothing to do, stay in your yard. Because this COVID-19 look like you want to, I know. That's why we need a Minister of Health. Must be Sessa. Alright, I go on. I don't make enough noise and culture. Miss Aisha Wells is already in studio.
And hear what she said to me.
Have a blessed weekend, everybody.
God is my shepherd that I shall not want. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. She said, Cause Cause she want me to listen of a story about the kingdom. If I didn't know that she was talking about a man, but the way that she said it, I never understand. And all the years I know auntie, she never had husband.
Talk, come talk with us on the street 919 FM. Get interactive with the Street 919 FM
all day, every day. See us all live on our Facebook page.
Share and comment on our show.
Like our page.
Chat with our live on-air announcers.
The Street 919's Facebook page.
Live and interactive all day, every day. The Street 919 FM.
Come talk with us.
Gapman Limited specializes in products that cater to all your health needs. The Male Enhancement Package targets the areas of the body that contribute to erectile dysfunction. The Male Enhancement costs $1,400. The Gap pills are priced at 250 pills for $500 and 500 pills for just $900. For the best in eye care, get the super combination of a Super Bright and the Body Healer. To improve the heart's function and circulation, get the Gap pills and Formula C. To get a total body cleanse daily, use the Gap Body Healer and Big C, all for a super low price of $1,300. To order your products from the Gapman Limited, call 628-4531 for products that cater to all your health needs.
For more info, contact 476-7268.
It's not just books and stationery to think about this semester. You need to invest in your eyesight. Get ready to go back to school with A+ eyewear from Value Optical and Trend Optics. Save from 30 to 50% off each complete spectacle for you and your family. Ensure that your eyes are protected with the best in lens technology and quality frame designs this semester. Conditions apply. See in store and online for more details. Value Optical, caring for your eyes.
Oh, Matthew, where you lying?
We on the Avenue.
The Avenue?
Yeah, Greenville Avenue in Santa Rosa. Look for we by the Rusty Gate Pub.
Bring the bar home with Angostura. Win a fully stocked bar with personal bartender and celebrity DJ for you and your crew at home. Simply purchase select Angostura rum 750 ml or larger. Then upload your receipt and contact info at www.angosturapromos.com or WhatsApp us at 684-2506. We bring the rum, you add the vibes. Be safe. Please enjoy responsibly.
We know you're tired of the old talk. Time for the facts to speak for themselves. Now you decide who really has the bigger, faster mobile network. Digicel's won the Speed Test Awards 2 years in a row with the widest coverage map in the country. See for yourself. Download Ookla and put Digicel to the LTE speed test and compare our coverage. We're not afraid to be honest. And that's real talk. Make the switch today. Digicel, the bigger, better, faster network.
Enagic changed your water, change your life. Enagic Water Purifier, one machine, 5 types of water. Enagic makes strong Kangen water with an 11.5 pH. Kangen water with 8.5 to 9.5 pH, healthy drinking and cooking water. Clean water with 7.0 pH. Beauty water for skin, hair, and plants with a 6.0 pH. Strong acid water with a 2.5 pH. This water is known to disinfect, kill viruses and bacteria. Listen to the Street 919 FM with Pastor Alkaline John every Tuesday from 11:05 a.m. to noon and every Wednesday from 8:05 p.m. to 9 p.m. as he talks to you weekly about how to improve your quality of life through purifying and drinking water. For more information, call or WhatsApp Pastor John at 516-286-7079.
Hi there. I'm Lester Suglal, inviting you to join me on the first, second, and third Saturday, 8:30 p.m. to 11 p.m. for the program Slow Gospel Music, and on the fourth and fifth Saturday from 8:30 p.m. for an extended version of Slow Gospel Music on Street 91.9 FM. The
Gospel of the Kingdom radio program with Gilbert James is now on the street at 919 FM every Sunday from 12 a.m. to 5 a.m. Monday. The Bible says the gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world as a witness to all nations, and then the end shall come. For more info, call 652-0924 or 298-4540 and join us every Sunday from 12 midnight to 5 a.m. Monday for the Gospel of the Kingdom radio program with Gilbert James.
Turn your lights down low and listen to the Master's radio.
Here's your opportunity to join Pastors Morris and Agnes Johnson of the Church of the Firstborn Assembly and guests as they lead in worship ministries of the Word and Prayer. That's every Sunday at 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. and every Wednesday from 9 p.m. to midnight on the street 919 FM, where we deal with today's issues from a biblical perspective. Tell your neighbors, tell your friends, tell everyone. You'll be given the opportunity to call in and interact with us. Your life and family will never be the same. You are welcome to visit our website, www.churchofthefirstbornassembly.org. Like us on Facebook. Your financial support will be greatly appreciated. Church of the Firstborn Assembly, account number 795222 at the First Citizens Bank. You can contact us at 753-1113.
We tired of this racism. Stop killing we African people. Stop killing we Africans. Stop killing me. Cause we tired, yes we tired. But I got this put a helping hand. Tell me why they do not like the Africans. But I God, I don't know what we did to them. Every day they killing African children. So I want to know why they kill we. And the police to kill we. And the army kill we. Politicians to kill we. But I got this answer we kill we. CIA want to kill we. KKK want to kill we. Racist skinheads to kill we. Africans we have to unite. Build black business and treat each other right. Spend your money in black community. Only then they will have respect for we. Over 400 years we suffering. We survived the torture, burning, rapes, hangings. Cities burning up, the whole world protesting. Black people tired of hate and racism. So I ask again why they kill we. Send the police to kill we. And the army kill we. Politicians to kill we. But I got this answer we kill we. HIV me to kill we. COVID-19 to kill we. Ebola me to kill we. Africans we have to unite.
Come talk with us.
Real issues, hard talk.
Real talk on the street 919 FM.
News from the street, 919fm.com. Here's what's happening.
Good afternoon. It's time for the 2 p.m. news brief on the street 919 FM. No rest for Watson Duke and the Progressive Democratic Patriots as they have announced that they will reveal the names of 3 candidates at the end of September to contest the Tobago House of Assembly elections in a few months. Mr. Duke made the announcement via a Facebook Live presentation on Thursday. The PDP currently controls 2 districts in the THA, Roxborough, Delaford, and Palatavere, Lansfamy, Speyside. Officials from the Office of the President and the military have not received any instructions on any arrangements for the annual Independence Day parade in light of the COVID-19 pandemic. One military source said that, as far as they are aware, no discussions have been or arrangements have been for rehearsals as of this morning. The judiciary issued a release this morning saying that the Point Fortin District Court has been closed after a member of staff was exposed to a person who has been tested positive for COVID-19 and is awaiting results. They said vacating the building has become necessary as the precautionary measure given that while the staff member
has not been confirmed as COVID-19 positive, the usual precautions for this level of exposure have called for current course of action. Sanitization of the facility will be conducted, and there shall be no in-person hearing or activities until further notice. Outside of Trinidad and Tobago, Prime Minister of New Zealand, Jacinda Ardern, has announced earlier today that her country's current 3-day lockdown has been extended to 12 days. This was after a cluster of COVID-19 cases grew from 4 to 29 this morning. Up until Tuesday this week, New Zealand went 102 days without community transmission of the disease. The city of Auckland has been on level 3 alert since Wednesday, where all public places must be closed. Stay with us for more news on the Street 919 FM. We do have another news brief coming up at 3 p.m. I am Jason Shields. Continue to have a good afternoon.